A crisis in Oklahoma for our children. Thousands of kids don't know where their next meal is coming from. We told you that 1 in 4 kids is considered food insecure. More than 25,000 students are considered homeless. Basic needs going unmet. Now we want to look at what's being done to break the cycle and help Oklahoma's kids, Oklahoma's future. From filling their bellies to checkups at the doctor, even making sure they have a place to live. That's still to come on KOCO Chronicle Project Community. We've highlighted some of the problems facing Oklahoma kids. Now we're looking at groups who are dedicated to helping our state's future. Community-supported food pantries are popping up around the metro. The newest one is near Britton and Penn at Andrew Johnson Elementary. It's called a Pine Pantry. It's for kids or adults in need. KOCO's Mecca Rain with how it works.
Leave what you can and take what you need. That's the way this standalone pantry works.
The Pine Pantry services anyone in the community, really anyone driving by that sees our Pine Pantry and has a need. You know, if they're hungry, if they want to grab a snack, if they're, the kids that are getting out of school want to grab something.
Some may take, others will drop off. The items all non-perishables.
So if anybody wants to donate, it's open anytime, so they can just walk up and put anything that they're wanting to donate in there.
Cookies, canned goods, you buy it, they'll take it. It's a concept that's becoming pretty popular. The founder telling us how she first got the idea to bring it here.
I started after seeing something online. There's the Free Little Pantry Project, and so this is a concept that's moving across the nation. And so I reached out to a similar concept in Texas.
And that was a few years ago.
We started our very first Pine Pantry in the Plaza District, actually in the summer of 2017. And then we've expanded now, so we're in Edmond and South OKC, and then of course here in the village.
And the response, pretty good so far.
I've been really impressed.
Mecca Rain, KOCO 5 News.
That's not the only food pantry. We have a list of more than 50 on our website right now that are just in Oklahoma City, plus a link to pantries across the state. Look under the Project Community tab for the full list if you or someone you know needs help putting food on the table. Thousands of Oklahoma kids in the foster care system, and one group is working to give them a happy holiday. It's only March, but the Institute for Child Advocacy is already raising money to grant their holiday wishes.
Think about these kids with the trauma that they're going through. This is the most turbulent time of their life, and if you have the chance to make them feel like that, it's just heartwarming. It brings a tear to your eye. OK
Foster Wishes and the Oklahoma Institute for Child Advocacy helped fulfill more than 5,500 holiday wish lists last year. Lawmakers and elected officials also doing their part, and that includes Oklahoma State Superintendent. Kids in Oklahoma experience more trauma than most other kids in the nation. So Oklahoma educators are learning how to help kids going through some tough stuff. KOCO's Marky Martin talked to Joy Hoffmeister about how they're gaining that knowledge.
Oklahoma's youngest, most vulnerable children suffer more trauma than those in any other state in the nation.
That's right.
Why is that the case?
It is staggering. It has to do with many of the things we are wrestling with as a state. For example, criminal justice reform.
96,000 Oklahoma children have an incarcerated parent, a prominent form of childhood trauma that affects students in our state classrooms.
If you were to compare that child with another child who has not experienced those traumas, the one who has, their brain looks different. It's a different size, a different shape, a different consistency. We need to start thinking a little differently. Instead of what did that child do that we need to address, what happened to that child?
In Oklahoma City, Marky Martin, KOCO 5 News.
One local organization teaming up with police. They're using a form of therapy to get homeless kids off the streets. KOCO's Alex Housden shows you how it's changing lives.
More than 100 youth. That's how many that the Community Intervention Center sees every week. Some of them are homeless, while some are brought in by police for committing a crime.
We want to find out, why did you commit this crime, or why was you shoplifting? What needs was you trying to get met? And hopefully we can fill that void so they don't reoffend.
And that's a void that Terrell Johnson knows far too well. Years ago, he was in the same position as a youth that walked through his door.
It was me. I was a youth, that needed guidance. You know, and if I would have had someone intervene early in my life, I wouldn't probably went down some of the tough roads that I've went through.
Johnson says that most of the youth are not bad. They're misunderstood, or something's going on deep down inside.
We've had a youth that was living in a porta potty. Yes, mother had passed away from a drug overdose, and he had been on his own, and he committed a crime of larceny. He came through the CIC. We asked the why, and Pivot was able to get him into our youth shelter.
And the help doesn't stop at the first meeting. Terrell and his team stay with them through court dates, therapy, or become their shelter if they're homeless. The CIC is not just changing lives, but they're saving them. Alex Houston, KOCO 5 News.
Our focus on the problem doesn't stop on air. We have a list of resources right now on the KOCO app. Look under the Project Community section. Tiny homes being built right now near Northeast 50th and Lincoln. It's for struggling Metro teens and young adults. KOCO's Christine Stanwood was in Oklahoma City as the walls started going up.
Jess, yes, I'm standing in one of the 3 tiny homes that OSU students are hard at work building for Pivot. Sure, they're tiny.
Quite an experience.
But oh, these homes are mighty.
I mean, these are literally peers helping peers.
These walls going up.
It's helping them out, get them on their feet.
So a roof will be over a teen's head.
But when you can actually see the walls going up, it just really makes the home a reality. It's fun. It's really fun for me.
Construction students like Britton building these homes for teens living on their own.
These kids have been through a lot of trauma.
It's a multi-phase process.
And then we'll work on the next 3 after that.
There will be 12 homes in total in this area. Each home will have a bed, kitchen, and a bathroom.
It's quite moving, actually.
What's your name? At the end of this, more than 80 tiny homes will be built in the next 6 to 7 years. In Oklahoma City, Christine Stanwood, KOCO 5 News.
We're also taking this effort online, showing you resources in the metro and around the state to help combat the problem. And this includes panel discussions on Facebook Live. The first one was about access to health care and who's seeking out the help.
It's the parents of the children that we're seeing in our clinic. Adults do not qualify for Medicaid. It's not offered in the state of Oklahoma. So if you're an adult, which 82% of the population that we're helping are working parents. They're trying. They're not asking for handouts. They just simply can't afford to go out and purchase health insurance. What's happening is they're not receiving any preventative care, and they can't afford medications to make their health better. So that when they come to us, they have a chronic condition and they're very, very sick.
I see the biggest issues being related to behavioral health, mental health, and really it's an underlying issue of how we are handling resiliency, preparing kids to handle the stress that they're going to experience in their life, and protecting them against toxic stress that can actually make them sick.
Research shows that healthy kids become healthy adults, and that's why experts say the health education should start young.
They're our future, as you know, everybody says that, but it's so true that, you know, their kids are going to be in the workforce at some point in their life. They're going to be making decisions. They're going to be voting, you know, they're gonna grow up. So we really need to focus on teaching them healthy living, teaching them social responsibility, teaching them, you know, how to just be an adult.
Realistically, we know that healthy kids become healthy adults. And so if we don't set those behaviors early, then we end up with more issues long term.
Also important to remember, don't wait until it's too late to get help or ask for assistance in paying those medical bills.
Don't wait until you're in a crisis. Don't wait until you're really sick. Don't wait until you need the emergency room. Come in, because so often we can help come up with a health plan that's going to keep you well.
I think it affects all of us if we don't fix it. You and I are going to pay for it in Our insurance premiums are going to go up. Our hospital fees go up because they have to write off the debt of not being able to collect what's happening from people that are uninsured and can't pay for their care.
We have the entire conversation archived on the KOCO Facebook page right now if you want to watch it. We've told you about the problem and the organizations in the middle of it all. Coming up, we'll introduce you to some of the millions of Americans who are trying to stop the cycle.